Hello, welcome to the Georgia Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us this evening. We have a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. If your question is for a specific school, just make sure to name the school in your question so they know it's for them. Your cameras and microphones are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. So just sit back, relax, and absorb this great information you're going to get over the next 45 minutes. This is just one of many different sessions happening. There's another session immediately following this one at 7 o'clock Eastern. So make sure you sign up for another session if you haven't done so already at the same website where you signed up for this one. Also, this presentation is being recorded. It'll be available within about a week, again, at the same website where you registered for this session. We're in session E3. I'm moving my mouse over that box on the screen. Those are the 6 schools that are scheduled to present, and that is the order of their presentations. So I will step out of the way and turn it over to our presenters. And the first one is our representative from Jackson State University.
Hello, everybody. As I get my screen settled here, I'm going to go ahead and share that with y'all. Okay, so hello, my name is Taylor Brandt, and I work at Jacksonville State University as one of your admissions counselors for the state of Georgia. But with me also here is Brett, my awesome colleague. He oversees the majority of Georgia, and then I oversee the west side of Georgia. So thinking about Jacksonville and where that is located, it's kind of over the heart that you see over the state of Alabama on that image on the screen. So when you type in how far away Jacksonville is from Atlanta, it's actually like exactly 100 miles and an hour and a half away, which is really cool. Didn't know that before looking that up. But just to kind of give you some information about as a whole, the numbers that you see in the next 3 bullet points are basically indicate that we are a mid-sized institution. The best way I like to think about that is that if you walk into the cafeteria or the library or like a lecture hall, you'll see people that you know and that are familiar to you, but you'll also see people that are new and you can meet new friends. But also thinking about Jacksonville is that we are very much a college town. But we also have different ways that you can get involved in the community. So some examples of that are below. So we have the square, which is your typical restaurant, shops, but we also have the Chief Ladiga Trail, which if you didn't know this, this is actually the Silver Comet Trail, I believe, or Silver Trail in Smyrna in Georgia. So that changes the name once you hit Alabama. So if you feel like biking 75 miles from Jacksonville to Atlanta, you can. We also have Longleaf Studios in town, which is essentially just a recording studio. That's where The Devil All the Time, featuring Robert Pattinson and Tom Holland, that's on Netflix. It was one of those Halloween movies, was filmed there. So that's really fun. Moving on, how Jacksonville can be a home away from home for you. Like I said, we are kind of a college town, but our community is really centered around JSU as a whole. So we have events on campus like football games, theater stuff, art exhibits, a lot of different options on campus that the community really gets really involved in. For example, for football games, the president comes out and talks, and the house normally just packs up entirely. But we also have different community events that we offer throughout Jacksonville that JSU students like to get involved in. So depending on your major, you might be able to have different opportunities to get involved in the community, which is really nice to have that support. But we also have different support systems at JSU as a whole. So we have different job opportunities for you, like I was kind of talking about, both on and off campus. I apologize if you hear my cat meowing right now. But we also have different opportunities to support you holistically. So we have like ACE, which is the acronym for Center for Excellence, and then Disability Support Services. So we kind of want to make sure that you are holistically taken care of while you're at college, both academically and then personally as well. So even if you're not going through something, you can always take advantage of preventative measures as well, with all of these different opportunities to be just, again, taking care of your wellness. But then also we want to make sure that you're connected and that you are socially and like academically and career maintained after you graduate as well. So we do have a huge alumni network throughout Georgia and throughout all of the United States, to be frank, as well. So after you graduate, the whole point of going to college is to get a job. So nice to know that you have that networking opportunities afterwards, after you graduate. But we like to coin ourselves as the friendliest campus in the South. So as you see that on the screen, no, it's not an actual prize that we have won, but we just like to claim that as ourselves. But we do have a lot of different ways that you can connect with people. So we like to say that we want to make sure that you are connecting with people that are similar to you, despite backgrounds, despite where you're from. So just to kind of give you some perspective, I'm actually from Ohio, so I'm not from the South. And yeah, I'm at JSU. So we do have a lot of people from all over the world that you can get connected with. So you will not be alone being an out-of-state student. But we also want to make sure that you are listened to and cared for. So that second bullet point kind of goes over the fact that you may be eligible for in-state tuition, and we really try to make that as accessible and affordable for you, especially during COVID. So we want to support you as an out-of-state student. And essentially, also, we are test optional and test blind for both acceptance and admissions, and then also merit-based scholarships for fall 2021. So that entering class. So if you have not already done so, you can apply at that webpage that's on the screen right now. And then you can also pay the $35 application fee. And then we can get your high school transcripts to get your application completed. So normally the biggest question for students when they're coming into campus is what room and board and tuition normally costs for your entire first year. So that's $16,386 is normally what you're looking at. But that doesn't include any kind of tuition or aid, like financial aid, stuff like that, scholarships. So like I said earlier, we are merit-based. Our merit-based scholarships are going to be based off of GPA rather than test scores this semester, or I'm sorry, this upcoming year, which is really exciting. So 83% of our students don't actually end up paying that cost for tuition on the screen, which is really nice. And also, you may be eligible for in-state tuition already, which is great. So if you have any questions about that, please do let us know. So we do have something coming up on Tuesday, November 17th, since I know we can't go over absolutely everything about JSU. So if you have further questions, we're going to leave our contact info right here on the screen. So if you have any further questions, feel free to reach out to either Brett or myself. You can call, text us, or schedule a coffee chat, which is basically an individual meeting with one of our team members from the admissions office, and we can go over and talk with you about your individual questions. But that's all I've got. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you very much. And I will remind everyone that if you have questions, just make sure to use the Q&A button to ask questions of any of our presenters. For a question for a specific school, just name the school in your question so they know it's for them. Up next, we'll hear from the representative from Seton Hall University.
Thank you. Get this shared real quick. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Erin Evans. I am the Southeast Regional Representative for Seton Hall University. I am regionally based, so I am located in South Orange, New Jersey. I also have with me an amazing person, Shannon O'Brien, who is a current senior at Seton Hall, and she's studying our 4+2 special education in speech, language, and pathology. So if you have questions, please ask them in the chat, and she'll be happy to answer them for you. Seton Hall is a small private liberal arts Catholic school. We are located in South Orange, New Jersey. And with just over 6,000 undergraduate students, we offer the advantages of a large research university coupled with the benefits of a small, supportive, and nurturing environment. As I stated, we are located in South Orange, New Jersey, which is only 14 miles outside of New York City, which is just a quick 30-minute train ride into Manhattan, New York. So again, we are close to the city, so you have that option if you do attend Seton Hall. We have 90 programs spread out over 7 colleges. So we have a little bit of everything for everybody. A lot of popular majors, business, speech, language, and pathology, diplomacy, any of our sciences. So a little bit of everything for everybody. Because of our location, we are 4th in the nation for internship opportunities. That's because, again, students can intern during the school year, in the summer. So it's not just a one and done type situation. So students can intern as early as their 2nd semester of their freshman year, but more students tend to start their internships in their sophomore year. And 98% of our internship providers said that they would hire our students if they had space. So that's a great opportunity for students to get their hands on some different information get experience while they're in college. Now, we do have an amazing support system for our students through the Center for Academic Success. It's an award-winning program that offers students advising as well as mentorship. It kind of just gets you prepared, not gets you prepared, it kind of walks you through that first year being in college. Since you're coming straight from high school, we don't want to just dump you off. Our student life is pretty great. We have over 130 clubs and organizations, 22 Greek organizations, student-led theater performances on campus, as well as at SOPAC, which is the South Orange Performing Arts Center. We also are Division I Big East, basketball being our most popular sport. However, we do have over 25 clubs and intramural activities, and about 50% of our students do participate. So your boredom is determined by your participation. We do have housing and residence life for our students, so you can stay on campus as a freshman, but it's not necessary. If you choose not to, you don't have to. But if you do, we have 6 residence halls and 2 apartment buildings. And even if you live off campus, most students live around the campus. So they may not be in the central part of campus, but being nearby really still keeps them a part of that residential life. Now, we are private, so our tuition on paper looks a little high. It is about $61,000. However, we do try to make that as affordable as possible through merit-based scholarships as well as special scholarships. If students apply for those special scholarships and they receive them, they can stack them on top of their merit-based scholarships. And about 98% of our students do receive some form of aid, and that aid coming directly from Seton Hall. How do you apply? We have early action 1 and 2, November and December 15th, regular decision, February and March 1st. We do take the Common App or our standard Seton Hall app. You can apply using your application, $55 application fee, your essay, transcripts, counselor report, and a teacher recommendation. This year, we are test optional. So if you are a senior, this year you do not have to submit your test scores, but if you would like to, you can either way, but it does not hurt you if you choose not to. Now, you can visit us through our virtual tours. We have them every day, Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m., 12 p.m., and 2 p.m. on Saturday. If you do the virtual or in-person tour, you get a presentation and you get a student-led tour. Virtually, it's just another person like Shannon who takes you around campus, and it is live. So you get to ask questions while the student, we call them Blue Crew, are taking you around campus. However, we do have open house. We have another one coming up this month, November 20th. So you are more than welcome to join there, or you can just take a look at our campus tour through YouTube. Either way, it doesn't matter, but we'd love for you to see our campus. Thank you so much. This is my contact information. Again, I am in charge of Georgia. You can also follow us on social media through Instagram, Facebook, however you want to get your information. But thank you. Sorry, I kind of went through that, but I wanted to make sure I got as much information to you in the short 6 minutes that I had. So please ask questions. Shannon is available, and I do look forward to talking to you soon.
Thank you very much. And I will reiterate, if you have questions, make sure you use the Q&A button. Ask questions of any of our representatives this evening. If it is for a specific representative, just make sure you name the school in your question so they know it is for them. Up next, we will hear from the representative from Simmons University.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Dana Bradstreet. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I am the admission counselor for Georgia. Simmons University is located in Boston. A few quick things to know about us. We're a pretty small school, about 1,800 students total. About 10 to 12 or 10 to 15 come to us from the South every year. So small but mighty group. About 52% of our incoming class this year was students of color. About 49% were the first in their family to go to college. Our average class size is 18. Is 8. So you are going to get a lot of personal attention from your faculty. A few just quick things that I'm going to go over on the next few slides. First of all, our location in Boston. Second of all, our majors and our academics. Third, we'll talk about career preparation. And finally, we'll talk about attending a woman-centered college and what that's like. So first, at Boston, it's very easy to get to from Georgia. You can fly right into Logan Airport, which is immediately in the city, hop on public transit, and get to campus very quickly. Simmons is located in Boston's Fenway neighborhood. I know you're probably not a Red Sox fan, being from Georgia, but it's really great. Maybe you will be. If you've got the windows open, you'll hear all the cheering from the games, and hopefully that will happen again in the spring. We are also in the Longwood medical area, so many of the top hospitals in the country are within walking distance, and we're also right next to the art museums. Great thing about Boston is there's more than 300,000 college students, so a lot of internship availability, a lot of social opportunities, a lot of shows will play in Boston before they go to Broadway. So it's a really exciting place to be. The other great thing is that Simmons is part of the Colleges of the Fenway, and it's a group of 5 small colleges all within the Fenway neighborhood that lets students take classes at the other institutions, and we do our performing arts and our intramural sports together. So even though you're choosing a small institution, when you come to one of the 5 of us, you're really getting a lot of great opportunities that would normally only be available at a larger institution. Now, I've got a majors list here. I'm of course not going to read them, but I do want to highlight some of the advantages of choosing a liberal arts college. And first of all, you can take your time. Most of our majors you don't have to apply for out of high school. You've got your first 2 years to explore and declare and change, and about 13% of our students will actually double major. We also do have some accelerated programs you can stay on at Simmons and get your master's degree, get your doctorate degree in the case of our physical therapy program. And then we additionally have a 3+2 program with Columbia where you attend Simmons for 3 years and then transfer to Columbia for 2 years, and you graduate with 2 bachelor's degrees, including a bachelor's in engineering. So definitely a lot to pick from. Some other advantages of a liberal arts school: that you're going to graduate a well-rounded student. You're taking classes both within your major and across other areas. And you are also gaining skills that employers like to see, things like public speaking, research, data analysis, and group work. Simmons requires all of our students to have some sort of internship or field work or nursing clinical, something in their field before they graduate. And I think it adds up to be pretty successful. Some examples of recent alums and where they've gone: we have a nursing alum who works for Lifestar, so she's actually up there in the helicopters dealing with some of the most seriously injured patients. We have a computer science alum who works for Twitter, and a graphic design alum who works for Snapchat on the filters. We have a bio alum who went down to Florida to study manatees for her graduate program. And one of the things that we're talking about a lot right now is we have a communications poli-sci dual major alum who is the director of social media for the Biden campaign. And that is really neat because she just graduated a few years ago. She was a student worker in the admissions office. So, you know, regardless of your politics, it's really great to see someone you knew attain such a high level position. So we're really excited about that. Simmons is, as I mentioned, a woman-centered institution. That means admission to Simmons is only open to students who identify as women, as well as students who were assigned female at birth. And this means we're going to do a lot of focus on women's leadership, on women's empowerment. About 3/4 of our faculty and staff are women, so you have a lot of great role models. The leaders of the student organizations, the captains of our Division III sports teams, all of those are really there as peer leaders and mentors for you. And my favorite stat on here is that you're twice as likely to complete a graduate degree versus women who went to co-ed schools. So that's kind of Simmons in a nutshell. Some next steps if you're interested in learning more. First of all, if you're a senior, we'd love to see you apply. We have a December 1st early action deadline, and February 1st is our regular decision deadline. Simmons does not require test scores this year, and that includes even for our selective majors like nursing or like the 3+2 engineering, even for merit scholarships, including our full ride merit scholarships, no test scores are required. And also we are on the common application and there is no fee to apply. And finally, if you're interested in learning more, reach out to us. We have a virtual open house coming up on Saturday, November 14th, as well as virtual info sessions and tours every day, and specific chats about, say, academic programs, or our multicultural center or financial aid. So check out our website for the full schedule of those. All right, thanks so much.
Thank you very much. And again, if you have a question, use the Q&A button. If it's for a specific school, make sure you name the school in your question so the representative knows it is for them. Up next, we will hear from the representative from South Georgia State College.
Hey y'all, give me 1 second. Hey y'all, this is Ryan Inahosa. Hoping you can see my screen there. We're going to be starting up here in 1 second. I am here with South Georgia State College, with the right college for the right choice. I'm probably the best person you can talk to. You can see her right down there at the bottom. I did attend here for 2 years, back here from 2012 to 2014. It is me, Ryan Inahosa, and I have Miss Megan Day in the chat. She'll be answering any questions you might have, but let's just go ahead and get right to it. We are a test optional 2- and 4-year open access institution located in Douglas and Waycross, Georgia. We also have an entry program set up at Valdosta State University. Those are our 2 main campuses right there. We're an open access test optional 2- and 4-year institution in the University System of Georgia. We're serving over 2,000 students from 375 different high schools in 111 Georgia counties, 18 states, and 4 foreign countries. We do have that residential campus in Douglas that I'll talk about a little bit later in this program. The commuter campus is in Waycross. Also, that entry program at Valdosta State University. Really proud of that one. You can ask me a little bit more about that in the chat, or if you have any questions, you can reach out to us. Dual enrollment program is open through area high schools. And again, if you had any questions about that, you can always put that in the chat or reach out to us about some more questions about that. Admissions for requirement, basic admissions, because we are in open access, we are looking at 2.0 GPA. Associates convenient online application for enrollment. It is a one-time application fee of only $20. Of course, we are waiving the application fee for the month of November and December. So definitely, if you're trying to apply online, you can definitely go to Georgia Futures. That's where our application is housed, and you can go ahead and apply for free in the next 2 months. All we're asking is that you send your official high school transcripts, official college transcripts, if applicable. If you have any transcripts from any colleges you may have attended, be sure to send that with your application to be sure that we can give you the quickest turnaround and the quickest answers as soon as possible. Verification of lawful presence, that's just a driver's license or a U.S. passport, but that's easy stuff. Optional ACT and SAT and the AccuPlacer tests, but I can talk about a little bit more about that on the next screen. We are a test optional school, so we're completely test optional. And the only thing that the AccuPlacer or the test score or these SAT, ACT scores will really do is test you out of learning support classes. So traditionally they would be called remedial, they're the learning support classes. But those are the full list of all the scores right there. I'm not going to go through every single one of them because they are optional, but you can go ahead and take a look at those. This is a full list of everything we're offering because it's a nice little concise list. I can go through all of them. Associates of Arts, Communications, English, Foreign Language, General Studies, History, Political Science, Psychology, Sociology, and Theater. Associates of Science, Allied Health, Biology, Business Administration, Chemistry, Computer Science, Criminal Justice, Education, Health and Human Performance, Logistics, Mathematics, Nursing, and Physics. Associates focus areas, Associates of Arts and Humanities and Social Sciences, Associates of Science, Business, Education, and Health Professions. These are our 4-year bachelor's programs we're very happy with, we're very proud of. We're able to expand a little bit more every year. But right now we got the Bachelor's of Science in Biological Sciences, 2 tracks for that. The one is the Nature and Ecology. It's more for the sciencey science people if you're trying to be out in the field, an ecologist, a botanist, some kind of marine biologist or some kind of biologist in the field. That's definitely right up your alley. Pre-professional is more for the pre-med track. Bachelor's of Science in Management, you got FinTech, Marketing, and Organizational Behavior. Financial Tech is like I said, for financial, if you're trying to do accounting, mathematics, something like that, that'd be right up your alley. Marketing is really for entrepreneurship, building your own brand and marketing that brand. Organizational behavior is really for those who are trying to manage a business, manage an office space, get better with managing people, and again, managing a business, but more so somebody else's, not necessarily your own business, but definitely learning how to manage a business as a whole. Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, very, very proud of that one. Definitely one of the most affordable nursing programs in the state of Georgia. I'll definitely say that. Bachelor's of Science in Long-Term Healthcare Management, basically the flip side of any sort of medical degree. It's more so the clerical work and the rubbing elbows and business meetings that go along with the healthcare industry. Bachelor's of Science in Elementary and Special Education, got 2 certifications there. You'll get the certification in K through 5 for elementary, and then pre-K through 12 for the special education. It's one of our newer ones. We're really, really proud of that one. Bachelor's of Art in Professional and Business Technical Writing. That is our newest one that we have going right now. Basically a journalism degree for the 21st century. A lot of emphasis on writing for professional blogs, professional newspapers, corporations and stuff like that. If you're just writing copy for websites and stuff, it's really cool little program we got going. And then the Bachelor's of Science in Mechanical Engineering and Technology coming fall 2021. We will certainly have more information on that as it rolls out this next coming year. Living on campus is a big deal for us. We do have that residence hall there in the background. That is Tiger 2, and this is what your dorms would be looking like. You do have your own room, fully furnished, and it does come with free Wi-Fi, free cable, semi-private bath, computer labs, and with internet access and printers are in the dorms. There's really no reason you shouldn't be doing your work because you got everything you need right there. 24-hour security on campus. And the security is also in the building from 8 at night to 8 in the morning, I believe. And convenient parking right by the dorm. We also want you to have your car very first semester. I know sometimes colleges don't really want you to bring your car on the very first semester of campus, semester of college, but we'd certainly like you to. All sorts of different stuff going on campus. There's always something going on, some kind of show, some kind of concert, some kind of play, maybe some kind of anything. There's just all sorts of student organizations doing all sorts of stuff all over campus all the time. So there's always something to be involved with. There's really no reason for you to say you're bored or anything like that at all. But we do definitely specialize in the small class sizes, 26 students per class. As far as soaring with the Hawks, we do have those 8 different NJCAA Division I athletic teams. You can see them right there. This is just a breakdown of the costs. That is a estimated tuition for the year, and this is going at $95 a credit hour. So that's just the basic breakdown of what that would look like. This is information for the scholarship. If you were interested, definitely reach out to us at that number. We did just alter it so you don't no longer have to do an essay. Instead of you just have to do a 2 to 3 sentence just mission statement along with your application. So they simplified it, and definitely reach out and apply for that because we had some leftover money last year. So we definitely want to be giving away that money. If you'd like to schedule a visit, we do them every day, I believe at 10 and 2 a.m. At 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. in the afternoon. You can reach out to us at sgsc.edu/visit any day on Douglas and the Waycross campus. As for reaching out to us, there is a quick panel of us and just different people that you can reach out to. Once again, my name is Ryan Nahosa. Thanks so much for listening to me. And that's Ms. Megan Day. She's still in the chat, and we'll be answering questions as the day goes on. Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you so very much. And again, as Ryan mentioned, the Q&A, you can use that to ask questions, and make sure you take advantage of that if you have questions for any of our representatives. Up next, we will hear from the representative from Southern Union State Community College.
Hey, how you guys doing? Get this set for you. So, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kenneth Gray, and I'm academic advisor and recruiter at Southern Union. I'll take a couple minutes of your time to talk to you about who we are and what we have to offer. And one of the first things I want to talk to you guys about are our 3 different campus locations. We have our largest campus located in Opelika, Alabama. We also have a campus located in the Valley, and we have our main campus located in Raleigh. And for those of you who do not want to come to campus, For your convenience, we do offer online and virtual classes that can be taken anywhere. A couple of quick facts about Southern Union. We have enrollment of about 4,600 students, which allows us to have a class size of about 18 to 1, so you get a real hands-on and personalized experience with your professors. We are very affordable. Tuition and fees is about $162 per credit hour for in-state, and for out-of-state, it's about $295 per credit hour. That's before you get any financial aid or scholarships. Now, on the previous slide, I was just talking about in-state versus out-of-state, and this is a snapshot of all the eligible counties in Georgia that will get in-state tuition based off for each campus. So I put that there for you guys so you can kind of look at it, and you can take pictures of it for future references. Okay. All right, so we do have 3 different divisions that you can get a degree in at Southern Union. The first one is the academic division. You can get it in business, that's all the way down to social sciences. And we also have a general social science degree that's transferable to any college that you want to transfer to. But the top transfer schools that our students transfer to is Auburn, Troy, and AUM. We also do have a fine arts program that's located on our Watley campus. And the cool thing about this program is we're one of the only few community colleges that offers this program. And you can choose one of those 4 disciplines to get the degree in. We also do have a technical division, and these are all of our programs that are listed here. And the cool thing about this is most of our students in this program do get a lot of internship opportunities, and most of our students start out making about $25 an hour. And our last division is our health science division, and this division is very competitive to get into. To get into these programs, you must apply to the college as well as apply to whatever program that you're interested in. And there's a couple of prerequisite courses as well as test score requirements that you must meet in order to get in these programs. A couple other things about Southern Union, we do have athletics for our student athletes. We have baseball, men's and women's basketball, softball, volleyball, and cheerleading. And all of these programs are located on our Watley campus. We also do have a student life as well. So we have several different student organizations, and just name a few, we have SGA as well as honor societies, as well as homecoming activities. So we have that college life for our students as well. We also do have residence halls on our Watley campus. For those of you who want to get away from home and live on campus, we do have that option for you as well. And we also want to make sure our students are being successful. So we do have a student success center. And within that student success center, we offer tutoring, career guidance, student success workshops, as well as accommodation and disability services for students who need those. So we also do have several different types of scholarships at Southern Union. We have about 9 scholarships that you can choose from, and they're all listed there. And one of the most important things I want to point out to you about our scholarships is that they become available mid-November. So they should become available by next week, and they're due by March 1st. And most of our, about 80% of our students are on some type of scholarship or financial aid. So we have the opportunity out there for you. You just got to go and apply for it. So let's say you like everything that Southern Union has to offer. How do you apply? The first step is to visit our website and submit an application online, or you can print that application out and mail it to us or email it to us. We also like for you to submit an official photo ID. You can either email that or submit it in person. And we also need for you to submit your final high school transcript, with your graduation date or your GED as well. And other items that we will need for placement purposes is your ACT or SAT scores, and you can have those sent to us through email, or you can send it to us electronically. We also need your college transcripts if you are dual enrolled. And for those of you who didn't score so well in your ACT, we also do offer an occupational test that you can take to place in the math and English class of your choice. And that is all that I have for you all. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us by reaching us by the telephone number there, or you can email us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And you can also ask questions. Q&A button on your screen to ask questions of any of our presenters. If it's for a specific school, just name the school in your question so they know it's for them. Up next, the representative from Spelman College.
Hi, everyone. So thank you all so much for joining us on today. So my name is Catherine Hamlin. I am one of the admissions counselors from Spelman College. I'm going to go ahead and set my timer on here. All right. So welcome to, of course, you've heard about some of our schools that we've had in Georgia, but today you'll learn a little bit about Atlanta, the city of Atlanta, and Spelman College. All right. So Spelman is located in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, so we are a small college. I like to say that we are a private college. We're a liberal arts college. We're an all women's college, and yes, we are a historically Black college university. I do know we have one of our sister colleges on, so hello to you. Yes, women's colleges are absolutely amazing, and hopefully, if I do have any young ladies that are interested, please consider the all women's experience. The amazing thing about Spelman College is we're located right next door to it, Morehouse College and Clark Atlanta University. So we're actually called the Atlanta University, or part of the Atlanta University Consortium, which is the oldest HBCU consortium there is. Now we once again sit right next door to our brother and sister historically Black college universities. So you're able to take classes at both of those colleges, not just at Spelman College. So you have the opportunity to roam about and get to know a little bit about around the area of Spelman also. We have a population of around 2,100 students with a faculty and student ratio to 11:1. So I like to say we're medium. I think we're a great size fit. We're not too big. We're not too small. I think we're just right. And our average class size, says it all, is 23 students. Our average size classroom, once again, is 23 students. So it's you have the opportunity to really engage in the lecture style classrooms, understanding a little bit more about the discussion, and really figuring out what you love about the academic experience and how to also enjoy it from a social point of view as well. We have several different popular programs of study. We have over 34 different majors and minors at Spelman College, including some popular programs of study for incoming students are biology, economics, English, psychology, and political science. Yes, once again, we are a liberal arts college, so many students choose a variety of different majors, from our STEM program to our social sciences programs, humanities, and the Division of the Arts. Some of our courses that you might not see on the screen, such as sociology, women's comparative studies, chemistry, physics. We have economics from anywhere to our dual degree nursing program and dual degree engineering program. We also have a pre-med program and a pre-law program. We are the #1 school in the nation to send women of color off to receive their PhDs in a STEM related field. And so our students are becoming doctors and that are doing some wonderful things when it comes to our STEM programs. Also, we are a research-based school, so we have a lot of research opportunities as well, from our RISE program, which are paid opportunities for research, as well as our GSTEM program, which is for general science students. Now, moving on to our student support services and programs, we have some amazing opportunities when it comes to how we support our students, such as our career planning and development office, our freshman success program, and of course, a variety of different tutorial services from math, science, English, foreign languages. Trust me, we want you to be successful at Spelman, not just get into Spelman, but also matriculate in the best way possible. I do know we have a question regarding different internships and opportunities at Spelman. There are a variety of different internships and career opportunities at Spelman. We, of course, are located in the heart of Atlanta. So there are many Fortune 500 businesses that are coming specifically to recruit our students. JP Morgan, Google, Microsoft, Alliance Theater, CNN. It just all depends on what our students want to do and their outcomes, but it is not limited to those few I just spoke about. So many of our students are getting involved, from not only studying abroad to being involved in student life and engagement opportunities. One of the things that I'll tell you to do is sign up for one of our information sessions where you'll be able to actually speak to some current students. But to wrap this conversation up, I want to talk about how to get into Spelman College this year. So currently we are test optional for the 2020 to 2021 academic school year. Currently, our average GPA is around a 3.7. As you see, our SAT score is 1182, and our average ACT is a 24. Although we are test optional, that does not mean easy. So I will tell you, be as detailed as possible on the application. We are exclusively located through the Common Application. And some of the things that we are going to need are an essay, $40 application fee, 2 letters of recommendation from the current school that you are attending, official high school transcripts, official college transcripts, and of course, official SAT or SAT test scores. I also would like to mention we do have some early decision and early action deadlines that have come and gone. We have early decision, which is November 1st, which has surpassed, as well as we do have a deadline approaching, which is early action, which is November 15th. So if you are interested in applying, no worries, you still have some time. And I would say don't rush it. We still have a regular decision deadline that is open on February 1st, and you will receive a decision by April 1st. Now, we do have a variety of scholarships at Spelman, only for new first-time students. So if you are a new first-time student, you are in luck. This year, we have a variety of different scholarships that are on file. So when you apply to Spelman, you apply to all of our scholarships at Spelman College. We have everything from full ride scholarships to something small like $5,000. So just apply yourself and be detailed as possible. And last but not least, I would like to tell you that we do have a preview session coming up for all states nationwide. So please look out. If you are interested in learning more information about Spelman College, we will drop a link so you can learn some more information, or at least an email so you can be able to email if you have any questions. Once again, my name is Catherine Hamlin. Feel free to take a screenshot of this and email us if you have any questions or questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll leave that screen up for a second while I ask each of our representatives to come back on screen so we could do a quick little Q&A in the last 4 minutes that we have in this session. And it allows for questions that have been submitted to be answered in our Q&A box. And the questions I'll ask will have you answer in the same order that you presented. And I'll kind of facilitate this and play pretend talk show host here. First question will be, what is your favorite school or campus tradition? And we'll start with Jackson State University.
Yeah, definitely. I think that our favorite tradition, at least my favorite tradition, is probably having football games. And full transparency, I'm not an athletic person. Brett here that's on me is all about sports, and I'm not. And our football games are still such a great experience because it's not just about a football game. We have our marching Southerners. They are our awesome marching band that they have literally played all over the world. They played for like Obama. They've played for so many wonderful people. They're fantastic. And then our supervisor, our assistant director for admissions, she's actually in charge of our marching ballerina team as well. So it's our dance team that helps perform. And it's just a community event that comes together all just for football. But everyone has a really, really great time. And so even if you're not into like the sport part of it, like me, you can still get really involved with the community and also other students on campus in a really great way. So, and it's all about celebrating JSU.
Awesome. Seton Hall University.
So I was hoping Shannon was going to be able to stay on, but I will tell you that she said that her favorite tradition on campus is our famous tree lighting ceremony. We are known to have one of the best Christmas celebrations for any college in the country. It's a big thing. They do, we light the tree. It's in front of President's Hall. They have hot chocolate performances, everything out there. I don't know how that'll be this year because COVID and we're shutting down after Thanksgiving, but I think they're going to do something virtually. But that is most students' most famous tradition for on campus.
Sounds fun. Simmons University.
Every April, we have Fandom Week. So it's a whole series of events like scavenger hunts, trivia games, video game tournaments, workshops on how to write fan fiction, playing Pokemon Go a few years ago when it was like first out and really big. So that's my favorite because there's a lot of different events throughout the week.
Fun. South Georgia State.
For us, it's the sports as well. Like I said, we have those 8 sports teams, and every single one of them competes on at the national level almost every single year. So I mean, it's awesome just going to a baseball game, soccer game, even a swim meet, because I was a swimmer when I was there. So I got to do a quick shout out to them. But you know, it's awesome. We love the sports teams, and we love what they can do for our students and for the school.
Awesome. Southern Union State.
Yeah, so I have to go with everybody else. Our favorite thing is sports as well. A lot of students go to our sporting events, but with everything that's going on right now, we can't really do that. We also do have fine arts plays that goes on throughout the year as well. And one of the new things that we have implemented is food trucks that come to our campus. So we have different food trucks that come from the community, and students get to try different foods. So that's some of the things that some of the students are really enjoying right now.
Awesome. And last but not least, Spelman.
Hi. So one of the great traditions at Spelman College that's happened every year for the past 139 years is that we have a white dress tradition. Now, of course, it's not limited to white dresses. We do, of course, they can wear white pants as well. But this is a legacy. It shows our legacy. So every single year they march underneath the arch. You cannot cross underneath the arch until you have graduated from Spelman College and you've gotten that diploma. And usually, I think the last class that came back to support this initiative was the class of 1942. So you'll have classes all the way back as long as they can come to the graduating year. So from 1942 to 2019 or 2020, our last graduation, and we were able to see young ladies march with their white regalia, hundreds of women. It is absolutely a beautiful tradition and something historical that represents our legacy.
Wow. Well, thank you for all of you for sharing your favorite campus traditions and also sharing information about each of your schools. Also want to thank each of our attendees for joining us for this session. And when you close this window, there'll be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this is just one of many other sessions. There's another session or other sessions starting in about 14 minutes. You can sign up for more if you haven't done so already at the same website where you signed up for this session. Also, in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings. Once again, same website where you signed up for this session. I want to again thank each of our representatives for presenting and sharing all this great information this afternoon/evening. And I want to wish all of you a great rest of your Thursday. Take care.